Big companies donate money to our government as a way to buy into and influence the actions taken by our government officials. Like big oil and coal companies have demonstrated, big corporations are solely focused on their own profits and the effects their actions have on their own businesses. They ignore all the social and environmental effects that also accompany their actions. They use their donations as a way to influence our government by creating a negative feedback cycle. They donate money, which puts the government in debt to them, which they then pay back by passing legislation that favors big businesses. This puts the businesses in debt to the government, which they then pay off by donating money, and so on and so forth. But until we break our government's close ties to these large businesses, ties that are generally, if not always, found within the Republican Party, our country won't be able to break out of the cycle of dependence that we have on these conglomerates. And America cannot afford to let businesses have any more control over political affairs. As it is, corporations are being given way too much freedom in their actions. They should not be allowed to have any influence over the government's activities whatsoever. And think about how our country will progress if they're allowed to continue. Would you want to live in a world run by businesses? Corporations are self-serving, greedy entities. To give them control of our planet would be to destroy it. Businesses would suck up every possible resource and drain it until there was nothing left. So what can you do to help the issue? Call your local congressional representative and urge them to discuss the topic of business influence on government next time they're in D.C. Or, if you prefer to take personal initiative, get a group of people together and come to Congress yourself to protest the issue of big businesses. In the end, it's the people who have the most influence on what the government says and does. If the big corporations are not stopped, the country will eventually fail, and the world's resources will be drained to a point where the planet will be left a barren wasteland.